Hi, my name is David Rogers, and you are 6th graders today. So as 6th graders, I'll expect you to be eyes and ears up here, and listening and paying attention to me, and not trying to keep the giggles to a minimum. So this is the first lesson of a unit on health, and specifically physical activity. And so I want you all to kind of identify the question within your own minds. Am I a physically educated person? So I would like you to just take a moment briefly in your own minds to delve over that question. Think about that question. Am I a physically educated person? We're going to explore this question today with working with your groups. So staying at your tables, working in your groups. And then you also have time to reflect personally on your own physical education. So this is what I want you to do. There's a sheet that I passed out to all of you with 6 questions on it. You'll notice that there's bullet points for each question. I want you as a group right now to find some of those bullet points. Find some of those answers to those questions. I can answer some yes and no questions about what the question may mean, but I'm not going to give you the answers, okay? So I really want the learning to come from within you, and I really want you to think critically about what the question's asking. And I know a lot of you can slam this out, which I've already seen some people start doing, so stop that. I want you to discuss the question. I want you to think more than internally about it. I want you to think broad. I want you to think about the ends. I don't want to see cookie cutter answers on here. All right? All right? So you have some time now. Work together. Find some of those bullet points for all those questions, okay? Go.
Running back.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Let me preface with saying that the bullet points isn't the number of correct answers. It's simply to say, hey, there's more than one answer to this question.
Jump rope.
Sports.
So any sort of sport.
So I like those answers. What do you think is the most important thing in that was for your physical health? Drinking water? I think, yeah, your basic needs are always important, right? What are your basic needs? Food, water, and shelter, right? Yeah. So you're on to number 2. So what factors? So you've got diseases, sports, especially around here when it gets snowy, you can't go outside.
Whether or not the pond is too cold to swim in.
What are some factors that you guys see?
One of them that I find is that I become less active during the winter because I don't want to go outside anymore. So I become less active. I'd rather just stay inside, and there really isn't any active things you can do inside.
Is there anything besides the weather? I know I definitely have some.
Yeah, exactly. Might accidentally drop it down. I collected up to start with.
I guess they're being monitored.
It's important that you fill out at least the reflection portion of the second part of this question. But I'll give you time to do that reflection portion.
Okay.
Right now, I want you to focus on the bullet forward.
So maybe motivate. Okay, so my bathroom door has motivational quotes all over it, because it always stays open. So that's how I can improve my motivation. Well, no one's in my bathroom with me. It's my bathroom.
What are some of the barriers?
Modifications.
Health?
Making time in your schedule to go work out. Do some working on the mentioned having like motivational quotes to get you motivated. So like a mental.
I have to figure that one out.
Are you on some barriers?
What do you specifically do?
What would you think a barrier to participation? Like, you're not allowed to participate. So it kind of goes along with question 2, right? So when you're less active, that's a barrier. So what can you do to overcome those things?
Exercise inside if you're busy.
What question are you on? 3. All right.
What can the barriers to participation be?
That was
You read good.
I'm going to be teaching.
No more homework.
Let's think tangibly, right? Homework's always going to be there, right? Life events are always I like that answer. I like that answer. So you're on the back now. So it kind of goes along with question number 2. So a barrier would be something that prevents you from participating.
Yeah, so weather.
Go to the gym.
How many pull-ups?
Find somewhere inside. Or like activities.
How many sit-ups maybe like how many minutes you can run a mile in.
I like that.
That was one that I remember when I was in 6th grade. They made you run a mile. I could run it in 20 minutes. I was asthmatic. I just couldn't do it. I currently measure myself. How old did I get when I came?
Class, eyes and ears right here. All right, I'd like you all to focus on the bullet points for number 6. Really give that some thought, because we're going to go into our reflection portion next, but I really want you to focus on question number 6 in the bullet points. All right?
Getting your heart rate to the whatever. You excited? I'm easily excitable. We are. AKA one of the drum fingers.
Really?
At this point, it's weird because like I feel like those are the answers, but I don't feel like I would know them on my own back then.
That's why you just so some of your group notes have 2 answers that look really
Strength training and fun. Because I always wanted to play games.
For how long? So, yeah, how long?
Ready or never.
Isn't it like 30 minutes?
Yes.
I thought it was like 30 minutes.
How do you
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So for women, like, walking cardio.
So brainstorm for that last answer. What do you think?
when you participate in that activity, what types of exercises?
I'll participate in physical activities. What types of exercise? What types of exercises should I focus on for how long?
I used to go to
Well, they say the longer you exercise, the better, up to like 60 minutes or so. It should be safe, moderate physical activity if you're not used to working out.
And then we have games on
Muscles, cardio. Class, remember to answer how long you're supposed to work out for. How long?
Seems my favorite show. 60 minutes.
Also, like, after school sports, normally an hour to 2 hours. I swam for 2 hours. I was outside of school. Volleyball. Lots of skiing? In school?
No, it was like out of school.
Oh. Got it.
All right, class, your eyes and ears right here. Table back there. All right, you'll notice that under each one of these list of bullet points is a question. It's reflection for you to reflect based, okay, let me do this. What are some activities that benefit physical health? So you have your bullet points there. Now what I'd like you to do is write what you specifically do in that question, within that question. So I play basketball, I play badminton, I swim, I take walks, I take my pet out every 5 minutes or an hour or whatever he needs to. So I know we didn't answer every question because time constraints and everything, but I would like you to do at least 2 reflections for 2 of the questions that your group completed. All right?
Motivation.
And class, we're no longer working in groups. This is a reflection based on your own physical activity. I'd like you to also reflect on number 6 if you have those. See if I can manage this. Let's do this. Okay. Can I turn this? No, it's stationary.
You turn the paper
What's that? Well, how do you? It's just a small back here on either right. No, I wanna,
Is there like a zoom in button you can push?
It's not the zoom in button, it's how he can stand there and write on it.
okay.
It's a really awkward space.
Yeah, it's a very odd space.
All right. So class, eyes and ears here. All right. Now I'm gonna go rapid fire in a clockwise formation. I want one bullet point from each table as we get through these questions, okay? Does that make sense? So this clockwise, we're starting here. So we'll go around that.
From each person or each table?
Just one for each table. So now I want to preface this with the only people that should be talking are the table that's talking and the person who is listing off the answer. Okay? So this table. What are some activities that benefit physical health?
Eating healthy.
Eating healthy. Great. Bam. Now let's do one for 2. This table. Weather. So what are factors that change my fitness and activity level throughout the year? Definitely weather. Number 3. Next table over there.
Wear warm clothes if it's cold.
Good. Clothing choice. Four. That table on the back. A logbook. The question was, how can someone measure their level of fitness, physical activity? A logbook. Great. The next question. What are the ways in which a parent or guardian influence physical participation? Did you guys get to that?
They take us to practice.
Yeah. Great. Six, right back here.
60 minutes of exercise a day.
60 in a day.
Yeah.
And then what's the type of activity for a fitness?
Cardio.
Cardio. Great. Or aerobic. Can I not spell? And then we also have, I wanted to focus on this question most. Muscle health and bone health. And then they were right on 60 minutes a day, 3 times a week for each of these content areas. For each of those areas. So, we've investigated the question, am I a physically educated person? If you have a good understanding of each one of these questions, and you instill that, or you take that information and you apply it to your own life, you find ways to overcome barriers to participation. You identify different types of seasons, different types of things that go on throughout the year that make you not be able to participate. If you're participating 60 minutes a day, aerobically, muscularly, or working on your bone health, you're doing those 3 things, then you're on your way to being physically educated. So this is kind of my way of getting to the point of this exercise and the answer to the question. We're going to the National Association of Sport and Physical Education Standard 3. A physically educated person participates regularly in physical activity regardless of the situation, regardless of the barriers that they hold, and they do so in ways that's just not running. It's muscular health, it's bone health, it's all sorts of different exercises. It's not just focusing on one type of exercise. And so this is where you guys would take one of these and you would reflect on each one of those questions within a paragraph and talk about how well you are how well physically educated you are. And that's kind of where I'm going. I didn't want to make this last long. But that's what we're doing. That's what we would do. Okay, so there you go.